Yo, welcome to the Morning Smoke. Akeem, man, what's good, baby?
Man, day's great, life's great, smoke great, baby, everything good, man. How you doing?
Man, I see you started before me, brother.
Yeah.
I guess I arrived too.
Got this little Camacho, man, first time ever doing. You know, Davidoff, my favorite brand.
Right.
And I guess Davidoff owns Camacho, if I'm not mistaken. I ain't completely sure on that, but that's what I was told. I ain't never do no research on that.
So you just going with it, ain't you?
Yeah, but you gotta be careful with that, though. You know, it's important, like, just going off what people told you. There's a lot of things in my life like that. Like, I just swerve it down. Cause I used to think Memphis was the largest city in America.
Oh, really?
Somebody told me that when I was young, and I believed that for a long time. Then I met my homeboy from Houston. he told me how had people up in there. Like, man, what's up with that, man? What that thing hitting on?
I thought Greenville was the biggest area. Greenville, Mississippi. That's how I felt to me.
At the mall, man.
We was poor, bro.
We was Shoney's.
Shoney was like a 5-star restaurant. You go to Captain D, that's like mid-grade. And shoot.
But now look at you, man. He just treated me to crab legs, man. My birthday was a couple of days ago, man. I don't know where y'all will see this recording. My birthday, January 23rd. He gave me crab legs. So how I feel that you can not just on a any given day you can just go buy crab legs without that word. You just talking about how Shoney's and Captain D, you know, they were premium food, but now you can just get crab legs. How did it make you feel, man?
Brother, I still eat dollar meat. No, sir. I do that. I still, make that up. Specialty thing is celebration. It was your birthday, so I felt the need, man, to go show some love. I know you like crab legs, so
yeah. So we still catch you in Shoney's and.
Oh yeah, facts. Facts a lot. You can move on in life. You may, have a little time to enjoy yourself. You gotta look at the bill every now and then.
Yeah.
But sometimes, brother.
Yeah.
You gotta make do. What you do, man? But I'm enjoying this gelato, man, with the smoke. You turned me on to this, man. We was out in what? San Diego or something like that? No, I wasn't San Diego.
No, Vegas.
When I first tried, it was in Vegas. He was talking about it so long.
I ain't about to drop that jump.
No, I ain't gonna drop it. But he was talking about this for so long. But this is actually a good combination. Gelato and the smoke, you can't beat it. And I'm watching my calories, so I gotta go with some dairy free and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing what here like.
Ooh, this is horrible.
For real.
Bad. I take that back. Go with the dairy and the sugar. Get off the calories. Don't worry about your calories. Do what works for you. This is not it. Flavor?
You gotta pour it for the cigar. See, put it on your tongue and then pour it. See if that works.
Let's try that. It ain't dope. Hey, but yo, how was your day though, man?
Everything good, man. I woke up, man, and there's some things I've been putting off, man. Like I got a little investment property I need to put the flooring down. I went over to a place. Disappointing, you know what I'm saying? But that happens. Like they have everything I needed in stock, so they kind of delayed my process a couple more weeks. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though, man. It's like the things you signed up for ain't gonna hurt me too much. Yeah, man, just trying to be productive, man. Lately, I've been productive with my day job, but I ain't had much time for anything else. You know? So, trying to manage, being a 9-to-5 entrepreneur, trying to manage both your 9 to 5 as well as all of your ambitions outside of it, Only so many hours in a day, and I think sleep is important.
Big time. You a sleeper for real.
Yeah.
We gonna make sure you get your 8. But I guess, speaking of routine though, you think a lot of people look at routine, but what's the most important thing to you? Like, is it the routine or is productivity? Because some people get locked in, I gotta get them at 3 just to make it happen, just to make something happen, and still not productive during the time frame you up. So, what do you feel like? So
with me, my routine comes with productivity, right? So it's like I'm gonna wake up at 4 so that I can do what I gotta do to get out of the house by 4:30 to get to the gym by 5, right? So almost every hour is accounted for. I say hour, ain't down to the minute yet. That's still time I waste and time I can put into another thing. But for the most part, when I set my routine, it's usually like a line by line, I'm getting things done. And so with me, whenever I'm carrying out my routine, I'm actually being quite productive. And it's when I'm outside of my routine where I find myself, man, just wasting life. And life too short for it,
Makes sense. So kind of be strategic with how you spend your day. It makes a lot of sense. Because the crazy thing about it, I'm the kind of dude prior to years, honestly, I'm going to get up and just whatever goes. Man. lost cause. Camacho is not. Don't have.
It's still decent.
It's good.
It's still
It's all
good.
good.
Yeah.
We got to call that song when you drop your ass. Really come up with something. But now, like I was saying,
Smoke drop.
Smoke drop.
We work on
that.
that.
Work on that.
We do it offline.
Still a little more time.
Yeah.
But now, like I was saying though, is that I was the kind of guy who, man, have no, kind of write something on a pad, but like it's a thing to do
Right.
for the day, but just had no routine at all. Just living, just doing whatever, and felt like I was productive, but really was wasting a lot of my time. And I was trying to, in my mind, I was like, yo, I need to get here. I need to be here. And I saw myself repeating the same cycle year after year. And I was like, yo, you can't keep wanting something different and doing the same thing over and over again. Like that.
That's definitely
Yeah,
insanity.
it's crazy. So it's like, okay, maybe if I incorporate some kind of routine, a schedule, and work toward that goal, maybe, things will change. Since I've been doing this, man, it's like I'm crunching out those goals much quicker than I, even started doing. So I can see how routine can be a thing, but also being productive while you had that routine. So big thing.
I remember Eric Thomas talking before, man, talking about like how, any successful person you can name, right? Oprah or somebody, right? They got the same amount of time that you have in a day. Mm-hmm. It's just how they manage their time, what they do with their time. So time determines your level of success. It's like how you spend that time. So it's fair to say, I would believe that time is probably your greatest resource. So like any other resource, particularly like finances and stuff, I think you got to import it or budget it. Right. So just like you would do, because what you saying is similar. Like if somebody say, I'm gonna save $500, and you don't really outline how you gonna save that $500, like you probably not gonna save that $500. You'll put it into a pot and you end up spending more than you put into that pot. You know what I'm saying? But man, I just think like just like with your day, man, or just like with your money, you have to spend your day like a well budgeted. Like you got to budget every single minute or hour, like down to like more minute detail, to where you can actually carry out what it is that you do, so you can account for your time, so that you don't look back tomorrow and be like, I had some on my list. I guess I can do it tomorrow. But it's like, okay, my first 2 hours of the day, I'm gonna read. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't read, it's very easy to say, I did or I didn't, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's not like tomorrow is okay. It's like you had those 2 hours that day, so you checking yourself daily. There'll be some days where you be off, like you do in budgeting, but for the most part, like it'll keep you balanced. And as long as you stay committed to it and you feel like what you're doing is important to you, you'll balance it out enough to where you actually get to where you're going. And that's kind of how I build my routines,
And I guess that falls on, it was one thing my mentor had said, out in Atlanta, man. We was just sitting there talking, and he was like, really associate the value of your hour based on like what you work, like how you kind of assess that. Like, okay, I want to make $250,000 in a year. How much is that breaking down by each hour of the day? How much time you spend on it? And I started to do that. Like even conversation you have with people. Like if I'm valued at $150 an hour, my conversation with you just cost me that much. Right. So now I'm I'm really like reevaluating everything. The people I talk to, what I'm associated with, what I'm doing, because every hour of the day is so much valuable for me hitting that goal. So it's like, okay, well, let me break this down. So now people looking at it more so like a consultation when you're on the phone, like, hey, you owe me an invoice. If there's some bull crap we talking,
right.
I need my
wasted time.
So everything is valuable, man. People they don't care about the value you place on it. Like they just like, hey, well, this is what I want to do at this time, so I'm gonna hit them up. Not considering like, hey, this man really care about his time, or so you just gotta be careful, man, how you kind of deal with people and stuff like that. I
actually read a book that was kind of similar to this, 4 Hour Work Week, Tim Ferriss. Great book. And he utilized virtual assistants. I think that's where I'm at in my life. I need some kind of assistant. Because I literally and I also know I need probably assistance in managing my time, you know what I'm saying, to maximize my production. Because I am productive in my time, but I feel like I could be more productive. And also get to a point where I can live, like I like to be focused where I'm at. Like I don't like to be, you know what I'm saying, working my 9 to 5, which is the Navy and recruiting right now. Like I don't like being there working on, real estate investing, like trying to build that up. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm there, I'm there.
Right.
And it maximizes my production. There are times where it's like completely, like down moments in any arena, and you'll naturally pull towards something else that you can I don't know, because sometimes little small victories, like you set some little small goals just to kind of get your momentum going, right? So sometimes that stuff is necessary, but for the most part, I like to actually be more disciplined, man. But Tim Ferriss outlined how you can use virtual assistants to handle like those smaller things. So say you had that person that, you know, like if your business is phone based, right? Like you can actually set it up to where other people answer your calls, and until you get like a serious client, you give them a set criteria, questions and things to ask and talk about. And they'll run that list down to see if this person is going to be a serious candidate for your time. You know what I'm saying? And you pay these people, they ain't that much, you know what I'm saying? Like they usually overseas, they'll run it, it's a real business, they run this stuff sharp. Right. Yeah, they run it sharp, man. Right. But you are only, as far as your time, that $150, $150 an hour, or whatever you just said, like, it'll be better maximized. It's not just talking to that one person who just kind of want to shop around. Like, they're handling that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And off the rip, they're going to feel like, okay, I'm paying for this service. And a lot of people look at that like, man, I'm paying for this service. But you look at as far as your time, the time that you save, that's $500 out of that $150 you talking about. When you save like countless hours. You know what I'm saying? Like
doing your specialty or something that you,
and then whenever you do talk to somebody, now you got more time to actually go all the way through with your processes. You can actually close on things better, and it helps you manage your time. I think I'm at that point now. I'm just having
you big time.
I ain't gonna call it all that, man. But it's like I have. So when you first get started out like entrepreneurship, like you want to say yes to everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you feel. You feel validated. You feel like you're doing what you're supposed to do. When everybody offering you things, you want to do everything. You end up overstretched. Then and this is where I'm at now. Like everybody kind of reach out, and I'm like dabbling in so many different things. That now I just got to understand, now it's time for the power of no and delegation.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? To where I can't really it's some things I want to do, but I just can't really put a lot of time towards certain things. And I think that's when that virtual assistants and stuff like that, or real life assistant, could probably help me out. And I think where I'm at right now, and I understand my processes enough that if I pass that off to somebody, I could probably still be productive. I'm only using it probably and possibly because I haven't done it yet, but I have great confidence in it. I just got to get it done, man. Next couple videos from now,
so you're going to have it already played.
I'm going to let you know how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's something though, because like you were saying, like we be so hungry at the beginning, like, man, I got to take this, just to kind of build what you got. But I think, you know, just understanding your value moving in, you should operate like that. Right. It's what people don't really understand. The less successful you are, the more valuable you in the eyesight of people that you are, honestly.
It was accessible or successful. You say less
accessible.
Oh,
yeah, like tips from Nip, other cats, man. You know, they was talking about that. It's just like kind of sharing their insight on, you know, when I'm engaged in what I do, ain't no phone conversation or nothing like that. I have a time set aside that day. If I feel like it's an important conversation that can be had during the time frame, then I allot some time within that schedule that I have to talk to you. Outside of that, my phone on do not disturb. So I'm trying to incorporate that more now. Sometimes we kind of get so caught up in our ways and like, I ain't gonna put my phone on do not disturb today. I don't know what might come through. But however, you just gotta create that system and then start living by that, living on those standards, living on those beliefs. And then I think, man, soon you will see that you're more productive in the time frame that you allotted for you to actually do so versus like, let me check this right here every now and then then you find yourself spending more time here than actually engaging in what you're doing. So I think that's like brilliant.
And people are going to appreciate you a lot more. Like, if they can only see you, say somebody you can only see you. Like, that's why celebrities are so, like, what they are. Like, they know people pay good money because they know this is the only time this person's going to be in this city, probably this year. This is my only time to see it, like as an entertainer or something like that. It's like, I'm going to pay top dollar to go see this person. But imagine you were always there.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like, your value automatically goes down, man. And it make people appreciate the time that they do have with you. Because it's like, all right, you ain't going to be getting these random little BS, like, not producing anything from our conversation kind of things with me. Like, those are dead. So when we talking, it's like, all right, I got a couple of minutes. You want to BS, but I'm letting you know I got a couple of minutes for that.
I'm limited to that.
Yeah, like, I mean, you want to carry your BS on a little further, you got to call somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't your guy.
Yeah, I ain't the one, man. I think that when they talk to you, they'll start to appreciate the things that you actually, like, they'll appreciate the conversation, they'll appreciate your time. You automatically more valuable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's power right there. That's the power of no. I actually just bought a book. I ain't been really reading it.
So why you bringing it up, man?
That was lame, but it was something like, the art of saying no or something like that.
I think somebody was saying that. I think I seen somebody post that. Like,
yeah, I pulled it out. I just with my time, mine's time, man. I think mine more time management is more I can actually do. I think, but yeah, I haven't really had a lot of time to sit down and read like I usually do, which has been that bothers me the most out of everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gaining experiences in places, but I just love to stay, read up.
Right. And one of my goals, though, I know moving in 2020 was to like read a book. Like read a book, literally read a book each month. Like that's, just realistic goal that I think anybody can do. But what I've noticed, the more consistent you are with staying on your schedule, like the routine and whatnot, and I said I'm gonna chop out a chapter a day. I've been literally able to crunch out like 2-3 books already. So I'm like, yo, I'm feeling good about this. But the knowledge you gain into it, I've been writing notes with them books and stuff. So I got like a whole 2020 book review. That each book I'm reading, I jot down the notes from the chapter, so it's been solid. And just speaking of like goals, man, I see this planner right here, and I keep eyeing it. Like, what are your goals for 2020? What's been like the main things you want to like kind of capitalize on moving in 2020?
That ain't my planner. You say mine? Yeah, man. Big things. Mine's a little different, man. So for one, So properties. I want to get to I want to get to level 1 financial freedom this year. Right. So
how many levels are there before you go even deeper in it?
I haven't established that yet. I actually written it down, but I haven't quite ironed it all the way out.
Because I think I seen something like that, picture, some people talking about like levels to it.
Somebody just stole my idea. Yeah, about nothing. Yeah, it was something I was working on, man. It was like no influence with that. Like I've always heard the financial freedom, but I was trying to identify a certain level because it's like one of them where you like, okay, I can cover my finances,
right,
or my expenses, right? So it's like, okay, my cell phone, mortgage, all these different bills and stuff like that. I can cover that stuff. That's level 1. It's like, okay, if my job ended today, I'll be okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then there's also another pill, which is where I'm aiming for. That's where I want to be this year. I'm quite close to it, honestly, but just still got to make some more moves to get to shoot beyond that level 1. But then you go into level 2, it's like, okay, I have enough money to pay my expenses. I can also save and I can also have money for investing, whatever amount I set to the side. Then there's another side where it's like, okay, I got money to invest, freaking save, travel, you know what I'm saying? Do a whole lot more things. And there's other stuff where it's like, okay, you can invest in other people and just, I don't know, different things, which is still investing in a way, but yeah, change all of it up a little bit. But yeah, that's one of my greatest financial goals. And for me, that's going to be through real estate investing. That's the vehicle I want to use to get to that. But I do want to dabble into other things as well. But for now, that's really like my greatest investing focus this year. All my other goals are more like I want to learn how to be a better swimmer this year. Things outside of just business. Better swimmer.
Because you used to trick us back in the day. I used to think you was swimming, but you were like walking. You were doing something. You walking. I don't know how you made it seem. And then you were doing that.
The giraffe pool going on.
We've been to manipulate all that.
Yeah, it's the art of the illusion right there. That's what I'm talking about. So you fake it till you make it, man. Yeah, I want to become a better swimmer, man. I also want to write a book this year. So I know right now the goal is just as simple as an ebook, but I feel like going through that process should be easier to duplicate and get more detail to write that full thing eventually. But right now, I got 3 ideas actually for ebooks associated with another little business, little educational thing that I'm working with. Yeah, but yeah, that's really it, man. What about you, man? What you got in that planner?
My number 1 goal, honestly.
Yeah.
And I say this, and I think this gonna take it all to that's it. To be more silent.
Right.
Make moves, just be productive. Like, don't speak on it, don't talk about nothing, do it. And then you can speak on anything after it's done. So that's one of my goals, because usually, we kind of put that out there and we say certain things. It's just, everybody got their own journey. But man, for me, I think just kind of being more silent and working more, executing more, because I'd be overthinking, doing all these kind of things and not actually producing. So I want to produce more, and then once it's established, like, yo, this is what happened, this is what,
Right.
Yeah, so that's my whole game plan for 2020. And just doing that just recently, started January 1st was like, it's been clutch. Like, it's been clutch. So I just want to keep that energy going and keep making stuff happen.
Yeah, that's something I was working on toward the end of last year. A lot. Another thing too is actually what we were talking about before, which is me saying no more. Like I need to. My goal is to say no more, and that's everything.
So yeah,
That's business opportunities. That's that's advice for my time. That's females, all of it, man. Just I want females to start saying, "Yeah, he ain't gonna do nothing." I want to have that reputation, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of focus to where a girl like, he ain't gonna do that, girl. You wasting your time. Like I want to be that
unity guy.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, all that stuff it sucks up your time, man. In other ways, yeah. But yeah, you don't want to suck it up your time, man. Yeah, man, you don't need that, man.
Make a lot of sense though. I don't know. It's kind of difficult for me because this is newfound singleness for me. So it's like, yo, you free, brother. You can get out of here and move how you want to. Yeah. But I find myself, man, being distracted a lot, and also, I don't know, man. I just wanted to really start like developing more of me. Like honestly, I don't want to like initiate anything if I'm not like fully there. Like I don't think nobody like deserve me at this point until like I'm like 100% solid, and then what I want, because then that's why I'm basing it off like my wants and what I can get. So it's like my want is top level young lady, man, head on the shoulder, love the Lord. My mama thinks she's like the most amazing person ever, and she actually exude like that, those type of qualities and things of that nature. So I'm like, yo, why would I even try to think I want to get that if I'm not like come on, man, like don't fool yourself. Like put yourself in a position so you can actually attract that type of energy to you. So that's my whole game plan, man. I'm gonna just wait it out because I think, man, the good Lord got something like he gonna surprise me, brother. She gonna be like like one of them. You hear me?
It's on the no, got a heart on the stage, Lord, no. No, yeah, man. That lie though, man. Yeah. I always been struggling with that, man, because I think like that, right? So I feel a lot of liking that thinking, man. But I had a few people, I had a few people tell me that I don't know, like along that path. Mm-hmm. I don't know. They basically say, I mean, just to shorten it up, is like there's people out there that help you grow along that way. They also like you kind of being hard on yourself like that, and those end up being the people like Janet Jackson's in the Tyler Perry movies where you like built this whole life, and now you're trying to bring somebody into what you've established. So now it's like y'all are different because this is like it's like bringing kids to a relationship. Don't just feel like bringing kids to a relationship. It's like this is my thing, then this is us. You know what I'm saying? Like people saying that, but I feel what you're saying 100%. Right. And I definitely agree with you more than I agree with them. But it's it's a thought. You know what I'm saying? It's possible, I think.
Definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
Definitely something to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about it though, man. I still look at it day to day, like I feel like most of the time it be slowing me down, and it's such a hassle trying to find that one that completely gets it. You know what I'm saying? That like right now, I'm just not even. Honestly, I'm just not even like as far as you talking about budgeting that time. I just don't have the resources to actually lend that money or that that resource right now. Like I don't even have it in me. Like I don't have the emotional energy towards it. I don't have the mental energy. You know what I'm saying? I got the physical energy.
Let the world know, bro.
Yeah, but
they call him king.
Boy, you crazy for that. Yeah, man. But it's just I just honestly don't have it in me like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I communicate that whenever I'm dealing with someone. Like, hey, like I can't completely commit to that. Like I understand, a lot of females like that. Females naturally like just from the emotional state. Like they want that commitment and stuff like that.
Right.
So I always let them know, like, hey, you have an option here. Like, and I always remind them about that option. Like, if you want to be, because I don't mind you if you can stick around and as I grow and we can grow together simultaneously. Like, I'm like, okay, we can do it. We may have a future in this thing. If you there and then I turn around and you're like, oh man, you still there? You know what I'm saying? Like, you still holding me down? Because I'm going to give you as much attention as I can. I just can't give you that one thing, which is commitment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if my ambitions pull me somewhere, I'm going that way. It ain't no checking it to see if you okay with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at right now. So, but if you like, if I go that way and you follow me and I'm going that way, that's cool. That sounds very selfish, but I'm at that point in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important to me, because I tie my ambitions to like my God-given purpose here on this earth. So that's what I'm following. If you stick around and follow me through that, and you know, so far, you got some that hang around and then, you know, fall off too, you know what I'm saying? And that's fine. And I'm open to that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I think it's important to always communicate that to them though, man. And I don't know, people probably look at me like, man, boy, you sound
but don't know.
Yeah, but I really communicate, because I think most guys in those situations don't communicate that.
Right.
Like, and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna use you for what I need you for. You know what I'm saying? Until you basically want something else, and I'm gonna tell you I ain't gonna do it, and then you move on. It's like I'm letting you know that from the rip, and I remind you about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and I guess that's been the biggest thing for me. Like, of course, it kind of felt like, honestly, man, when I got back to this single thing, kind of felt like I was getting out of jail, brother. Because I was in a relationship when I was like 18. And then you talking about 20-something, 28.
He a career boyfriend.
But I always was somebody.
Yeah.
I ain't saying it like that, but you get what I'm saying. But now I was in a relationship so long, and then I got out here like fresh out here, like I'm like, yo, I don't know, man. Can I handle the word how it is now? But what I've noticed, the separation with me now is that, like, I don't owe nobody no lie. I don't owe nobody none of that. Like, my most important, like, my priority is my daughter, like, my family, like, the good Lord, like, that's it. And what I do, like, discovering my purpose and doing, you know, living through that vision, like, manifesting that. That's the whole game plan.
Right.
And then the thing is, during the dating phase, I kind of had a little small window of time to do a little dating phase. I thought I wanted to be in a relationship again, but it's like, no, brother, you need to focus on you. It ain't time yet. And I was out there, and what I noticed through that was like, yo, I had to call my BS out on. So I hear what you're saying when you say, like, yo, I'm not committed, I'm not doing this. But you being like the person you are, a good personality, like you ain't no stiff person to be around, and you start to lay out there what you do and all this kind of stuff, and they just like, their eyes start to light up. So you like, man, sometimes I gotta call your BS out on that, because they be like, I hear what you saying, but it becomes a chase for them. Like, I'm gonna get him to give me some of that time. I need some of that commitment, man. So do you think, like, how do you separate that though? Because it'd be like, okay, you know in your heart of hearts that they are attracted to what you got going on, and you will catch and all of those different things. So it's like,
down, be home.
Nah, I'm talking about me. Not you, bro. I'm saying you, bro. I'm saying but no, like with all of those things considered, and you still try to engage in conversation when the time do present itself, but it's almost like you kind of leading them on still. So how do you separate it? Because you know you still getting the love and support and whatever else, but
so for me, so my whole thing, so I set my rules out clear. It's like, I can't commit. Like, I can't. Like, I want to sometimes, but I can't. Like, I literally can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I communicate that very well. Now, I understand as a fellow chaser, because I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been in several of them situations. Like, it's something about no that, you know, what we were talking about earlier. You're saying no, so they want that now, because it's like you different than everybody else already off the rip, because all these other people, dudes and stuff, they like way freaking available. You know what I'm saying? And you different in that way, so they got something to prove. You telling me no? Like, I ain't used to no. Like, don't tell me no. You know what I'm saying? So they got something to prove, and they have that energy behind it. The thing about me is that I'm open to what you offering, but you gotta really do some convincing.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you feel the confidence for that game, commit to that game. That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Forget me. You know what I'm saying? Like, change my mind. Like, all this stuff. Like, I give you opportunity for all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta do that at your own risk, though. That's why I always reiterate, like, hey, this is what's going on with me, so that it's not like it's something that I'm doing. But yeah, people naturally gonna do that though. It's like, you can do them like this, like, don't even tell them your name. They gonna find ways to get there. Like, that's human nature though. Like people just follow that chase. Like most people anyway. You know, like some driven kind of people. Like they gonna pursue you anyway.
Especially something you think you want. Yeah. And you can't get. Oh man, they just do something to your pride and everything. Yeah, you about to prove somebody wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it make a lot of sense.
So I've definitely been in that situation there, man. A lot recently because I just ain't had a lot of time for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it don't really do nothing for me, like on an ego level. Like it don't do nothing for me, like to say like, man, you girl trying to, you know what I'm saying? Right, most of the time, like I was just talking about earlier, like I don't even see it.
Right.
Like straight up, like they can be straight up flirting tough, and I'm just thinking she a nice girl. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even be on it no more.
No, man.
Like that's really where I'm at, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to really be like black and white, like. Hey, this is what I want to do.
Is for me. Yeah,
like when I finally registered.
I
mean, there are weaker moments where I'm like, yeah, I kind of like I got tired today. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna make time for what you want, eh?
Right. There are times when I'm like that, man, and a lot of times I regret it because it's like very emotional, like those emotional decisions at that time, man. And then I would invite somebody into something that I can't maintain, and that's a terrible thing to do. Yeah, to open somebody's heart up and not feel it like it should be. And I'm guilty of that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just the human nature in me.
Right. We ain't perfect. Right. A lot of sense.
Because naturally you want like that companionship and all that. You kind of want to build this life, but I'm still over here working. You know what I'm saying? If they're about it, I think it'd be cool to find somebody. I think it'd be cool to have somebody that you can build with. Like me personally, that would be my preference, like to have somebody to build with. But it's like, I don't know if that one that came in is just that natural, like that one that has that fit in my life with that make me feel like I was missing it.
Right.
Like right now, it's like I'm so good by myself that it's like you really got to prove your case. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, I'm gonna take myself out of this seat to push you in this seat, and you ain't really holding your weight. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's a little self-centered.
Hey, it's time for it, man.
Right.
And what it called for sometimes.
It can be healthy too sometimes. Like, especially if you just like super engaged on what you want to do in life. Like that can be healthy. Like, a lot of people look at it in a negative light, but I think sometimes it's like you being the director of your life, it changes everything. You can add, cut, rewrite whoever you want in your life. Like that's just what it becomes.
And if a female like, man, I don't want to deal with that.
Perfectly fine.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to trick you into nothing. So I'm cool with it. Like I understand that. Like I also understand what they want to pursue. Who am I?
Ain't gonna stop you. Right. But yeah, definitely, man. I enjoyed this conversation with you, brother. Look like I'm out. But it is what it is.
So
man.
it was good.
Yes, sir. It was good, man.
Coconut milk.
Stay tuned to the conversations, man, as we have them, man. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, the whole nine. The Morning Smoke.
Smoke is out, baby.